Hi guys, this is Rich with Wild Wonderful Weekends, and I wanted to make a quick video today about something that I'm going to try as a DIY project. One of the things I wanted to do for a while now is to put a GoPro camera on my dog and let her get some footage for me. And I know you can order those from GoPro directly. They make dog harnesses, but I've got an old Jeep dog harness that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use the base that came with the camera, that came with the GoPro, and attach that some way to that harness and see if that works for us. I'll take you along step by step and we'll see what kind of footage we get. The harness I'm using has a zipper pouch at the rear, and the bottom layer of the fabric is padded, which is perfect so the plastic camera base and the screws I'm going to use to secure the base to the harness won't be uncomfortable for my dog. I'm going to drill 4 holes in the plastic camera base that came with the camera. To save money, I'm using spare screws and nuts I had in the garage, so what size drill bit you use will of course depend on the size screws you're going to use. The screws just have to be small enough to fit the plastic base, and the heads should be rounded or flat so they don't press against your dog's body and become uncomfortable. Next, I'm going to mark the fabric of the harness with a marker through the holes I just drilled in the base. Make sure the base is positioned exactly like you want before you make your marks. Once the location of the holes have been marked on the fabric, it's time to puncture the fabric so we can insert the screws. Anything sharp will work just fine, but you want to be careful not to make the holes too large. It's better to have them be a little too small and have to push the screws through. With the fabric punctured, we can put the screws in place. Make sure you push them through the fabric from the underside so that the smooth screw head will be downward. And again, you can see that the holes in the fabric are just barely large enough to allow the screws to be pushed through. Now we're ready to push the screws through the hole we drilled in the base plate. It's best if the screws fit snugly in the holes of the base plate as well. As you can see, I had to use the screw gun a couple times to drive the screws through. Here's what mine looks like with the screws all in place. It's alright if it's a little Frankenstein as long as it works and is comfortable for the dog. And everything looks good. The camera is in a good position, and even when she shakes, it keeps its center nicely. Looking at the GoPro footage, there's definitely some crazy shake when she runs. But it's worth noting that I'm using an older Hero 5 Session GoPro, which I believe was the first GoPro to offer in-camera stabilization, and at a top resolution of 2.7K. When she's only walking, it really doesn't look too bad. I'd like to see how this harness performs with a newer GoPro with better stabilization. All in all, a GoPro Fetch harness isn't very expensive. I believe you can buy them new for about $40 US and can find them used on eBay for around $20. But still, this one cost me nothing, and I was able to capture some fun video of my dog. I'm sure I'll use it again. I may even try it with the Insta360 mounted to it. If you give this a try or have some useful mods, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested in seeing what you come up with and what type of video you capture. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.